Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the MiAMi Hurricanes, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start us off. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense is up first today. And there's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything: vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dump off caught by the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second down. Back to pass. It's Vasco. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get late.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He gets it away, directional kick with nice distance. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. The Hurricanes offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, a wide receiver, Kirk, this dangerous, who lines up all over the place. Can the linebackers step up and help out the secondary enough today?
Yeah, usually you see these matchups, the slot receiver has a big advantage. But I'll tell you, this linebacker is an excellent athlete. But the wide receiver he's covering today will pose a textbook challenge to see if he can truly cover.
Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Good, tough running here by this MiAMi Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough, tough environment for visitors. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. They'll try to run this one in. And it gets into the end zone, so it builds the lead to 8 now.
MiAMi 8, Ohio State 0.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Now they'll run it on the toss, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the ball is knocked loose. It's in the end zone. Who'll get it? Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Touchdown, MiAMi. A fumble return for 6. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Now the try for 2. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they're able to get him down.
Well, the defense wasn't able to keep these guys out of the end zone for that touchdown, but a good job of bouncing back with a short memory and making that stop and keeping that 2-point conversion out.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Scanning the field. It's Vasco. He's running out of time here. On this winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, They get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. No fair catch. He feels the punt.
The return is brought down at the 25. And the Miami offense will take over.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the run, it's Fletcher. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. And it's caught inside the 10. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This defense is reeling now. First down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
Miami, number 24, with the carry.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He'll go up and over the pile to convert the two-point try.
And makes the score. Miami, 24, Ohio State, 0.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over. First and 10.
It should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The offense will set up on first and 10. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Catch is made down the middle. An explosive gain, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. About time this offense gets going. It's a first and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Buckeyes will line up on first and 10. off the play fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt heads out of bounds. They're going to spot this very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb. And they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs.
Oh, and he's got it! Big gain inside the 25. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the freshman brings him down quickly. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. In the red area, it's Johnson. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Canes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. Here's the handoff. And tackled there by the defense. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
Man, that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
30. Ohio State, 0.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Vasco. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Touchdown, Canes. This passing game is on fire today. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 10, set to kick it away.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Back to throw. It's Vasco. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can.
And the ball to the ground. The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Hurricanes come up to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's on the run. Launches deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. 2nd down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense joins the party with a score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up and score myself.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. Once you taught on defense, Kirk, don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Miami 45, Ohio State.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to kick this one away.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
He missed it. And that sums up the game so far.
That keeps the score Miami 45, Ohio State 7.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. They get the second half started with their running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line. It'll end up being a safety.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50, running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Return is brought down at the 21. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. To throw, it's Vasco. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Ohio State, 16.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No. Touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. They'll try to run this one in. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
51, Ohio State, 16.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The offense trying to cash in on the field position after the defense created that safety. On first down, it's play action. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Ball is free in the backfield. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this deep.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the defense look slow that time. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Finds his target, and it's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Canes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown for the U. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, another tough call for this offense. Seems like everything that they've called is going in the wrong direction. I think they're just trying to get out of this one at this point.
Dropping back, it's Vasco. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pitting the offense deep, it's a touchback. And here comes the MiAMi offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down. The Hurricanes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the route is on.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field, it's Vasco. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd and long now at the 17. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And there's the handoff. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And off the fumble recovery, can the offense punch it in? It's 1st and goal. The back's got it. Touchdown, Canes. And the beatdown continues.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Now here's the toss play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 12. And the Miami offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far.
Miami 71, Ohio State 23.
Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Vasco. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And the Miami offense will take over.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it. Keeping it on the ground here. solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. The Hurricanes are looking to keep this drive going.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Gets made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Miami. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, a touchdown to a wide-open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No idea what he was trying to do there, but the end result, it's going to be a safety. Wow.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. The Canes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. Touchdown, Ohio State on the scoop and score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot, and this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense getting set. It's second down. And of course they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looks like he's going to run it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Canes will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And the back now goes in motion. Back to pass. It's Vasco. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And the returner is brought down.
Well, that returner might not see very many more chances in this game. And that's a real heads-up play by his teammates to recover the ball so the offense can keep possession.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown for the U. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
87, Ohio State, 37.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Lets it go as he's being hit. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's just been unstoppable today. The quarterback finds his favorite receiver for yet another touchdown.
Man, that is another touchdown for this guy. And what's been very unique is they've moved him around. He's the left, on the right, outside, inside. Also, ability to get downfield and make a catch. He can catch it underneath. Just a total package, having a dream game.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for two here. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First down, looking to throw the football. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Canes. And the route is on. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And he pulls in the catch. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. One set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Vasco. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, where they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. The ball still sits at the 1 after the incompletion. Can they punch it in? On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The defense still has 3 timeouts remaining. We're hoping they decide not to use them. Here comes the handoff. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.